I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. Procrastinating. Let's go. In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there. Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
To apply.
Don't blink!
Crumble! Order guide you!
Everyone hold hands.
Speed up!
is order.
I'll protect us.
Speed of light!
I see everything. Everyone hold hands.
Stabilize.
Let's dance.
Hey! Cut to the chase! Don't blink! That's everything. On to the next.
You are not welcome. I will have order. Gather.
Hey! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Don't blink. With sword comes shadow. Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
I see everything.
Order guide you. Solidify.
I'll protect us.
Incoming! Hey! Don't blink! Cut to the chase!
Hey! Let the show begin.
Stabilize!
Incoming! Hey! Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned. Ah, the sun is out. Our work's done for the day. Shall we take a stroll?
Solidify! I will have order!
Everyone hold hands. Let's dance.
Don't blink! With sword comes shadow. Thank you for complete. Add as. I'm all for work-life balance, but I think that this is pushing it.
You think my craftsmanship deserves a higher price?
Hey! Isn't that Nahida? Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here! Oh, hey there! It's been a while, hasn't it? How about you? I'm just looking out for some weed. I noticed that I almost feel... Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember. Thank you so much. Oh, it's beautiful. I found it in the sanctuary of Sursta. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine. But yet, it's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory. But I can't figure out what it is. Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happened to be going on an... Thanks, you two. Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
Hang on. I think...
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry. I think seems that it wants us to follow it. You can understand it? Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, I can feel its anxiety and fear. Well, fungi are kinda cute, but... that's true. Okay, alright, lead the way. Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see. It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting. That's not too different from how humans think sometimes. That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus. See? So maybe this fungus wanted to bring... Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures, maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought, I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness. What is it, Nikki? Strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an... Huh? Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of... As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly. So this is a first even... But that's not all. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill... Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. My power was compatible. Looks like...
Lord of Dendro? Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro said...
It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon...
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence.
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't...
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions so a creature may not speak even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures...
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure it might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me, 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 me. It says that it's very thankful for you.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat, even if there are ones I've never seen. However, even if I were to lay out the traits, what are you?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land, and my family and I lived until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe. We were victims of the apocalypse. Yet, in time, we also...
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either.
It's a long and complicated story. It will take me some time to explain it clearly.
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please continue.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to rescue my homeland. We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
was destroyed by forbidden knowledge?
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you that may sound a little odd, as it is very important to...
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse.
Ah, I get it now. So the void of I'm sorry.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no...
My home should be safe now. We can go home. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed... I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to...
It's not your fault. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden... You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members have all...
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city...
Oh yeah! They'll give us a hand!
Give me a moment. I'll contact them right... That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. We all believe that you... The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a feeling you... You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply...
Ah, I see. But I'm very concerned about your homeland.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return...
But didn't you say that you don't...
Yes, but I know their end.
I see everything! Let the show begin.
Speed of light! Hey! Yeah! Don't blink! You give, you receive.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine, yet also different? the elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus.
What?
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental life form that once represented its race. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took away some of my memories. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland, but I'm unable to come up with anything. Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're on, Traveler!
Everyone hold hands!
This is order.
I'll protect us. Speed of light. Hey! Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all didn't originally look like this, did you?
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment. After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi are the life form most adapted to live in these lands. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi and became a part of their group.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more easily. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth.
Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh, no! Paimon was just curious. Paimon isn't that tired.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there. I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. Speed of light! With sword comes shadow.
No matter whether it's tired or not, my
Child? You mean the fungi we ran?
Yes. One was
Why can't your kid speak?
because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus.
Oh, didn't it? You know, like
You have a...
Huh? Paimon thinks that...
Strange and cute at the same time.
That...
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. Its name... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Yes, I must remember... Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's...
Yes, I have heard. It's the last...
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life.
Yes, I would have also suffered this.
So, previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge... But even if forbidden knowledge... They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. But what a sad and pitiful...
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled... They grew in the pristine lakes. They grew everywhere. Until the world's... But it's all right. Our life as... After an adventurer clears the withering, I will
But that would mean you...
It's okay. That's not important. It's not right to leave them to simply... Now that we finally have the chance...
I understand. Just leave it to us. So you're worried about... It's natural to want to be overcome...
Paimon doesn't... Now let's do this! We've dealt with the whip...
I will have order.
Let's dance. Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
Gather. This is order.
Let the show begin. I see everything.
Speed of light. Hey! Incoming. Cut to the chase.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to...
I hope that you will...
Just thinking about how many...
It's okay. As an external form...
It wouldn't have come to this if we were... But I will cure all of them.
Thank you, Lord.
Hold on. I see. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave.
It must be in a similar situation.
Okay, follow me. We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
But there are so many fungi here. Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. Although we belong to different species, they can be reasonable, as long as we
What should we do? But you'll need Nahita's power if you want...
I've got an idea. Can you teach me?
You want to transform into a fungus?
Nahita is a god! Changing into a fungus...
Even gods can't bend the law.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental... You will have to use power equal to that which is... I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have.
All right, I'm ready.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about.
Hmm?
All right! Let's not get hung up here.
Okay.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form is the unconscious fungus is just below.
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sights, and then all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as they...
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way.
All right, good luck, Nahita. Let's go try...
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed me. There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I... It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be... This is the spot. There are several fungi. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up. Ah, so this is the one. Understood.
Nahida? What's...
I never knew that it was so tiring. I even used the techniques that it taught me.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you wish. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
Who are you? I apologize. Language is not easy.
It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain it to you the fungi way.
Apocalypse ended?
Yes, unfortunately,
Really? That's good. Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before.
Oh, wait a minute.
They're both dragons, but a pep, the Dendro Dragon, has been... But I don't quite understand.
Because we live inside the
Dendro Dragon. Inside.
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally... However, that day never came.
Paimon's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than...
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that...
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Den...
A pep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body, which means that if all...
And a big void will also...
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have... No wonder I haven't seen a pep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? But anyway, a pep disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. Yes, how could I have forgotten? If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the Dendro elemental power of that giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and...
Hey, what about the crystal?
Yes. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. Like something from our home. I'm sorry, our memory.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again, though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
Thank you.
I explained to them that you are.
Go home. Leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are if waiting, then I hope.
Don't worry. I understand. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory. Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course. I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend. Don't.
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in.
Soy. There. First. Paimon understood that. No need to translate. We'll take care of it. The invading plant life! Flower flowers! It wasn't kidding when it said plants were invading! Speed of light!
I will have order.
I'll protect you. Incoming. Got lucky that time.
That should be all.
Yeah, I've calmed down now.
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And what does it have to do with King Deshret?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Tevat. Sumeru was Apep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the entire nation.
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, a pep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting.
A pep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility toward the gods. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can be found. As far as I know, a pep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why a pep was contaminated. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family happy. You really like them, don't you? Family like. Do you not like your family? That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually the same species. Does that matter? Family likes me. I like family. Paimon doesn't quite understand.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, then nothing else matters. You place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important. It wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you right away.
Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow, and if no one knows how this crystal works, then a pep may be in danger.
Sorry.
It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be unclear. And if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the apocalypse. The apocalypse and memories. Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophecy?
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time, so it left.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that hasn't been eliminated?
That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covers every inch of the land. Did the prophecy say where that family member went?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru, a murky place that no one can return from.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there?
It's impossible to preserve forbidden knowledge, but what if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, I do think it's possible. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that elemental life form.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. For work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the Withering like the others?
There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired the rifts of Teyvat long ago. It has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that shouldn't exist in Teyvat. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon. Yep, it's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water's surface.
Another strange metaphor, but Paimon somehow gets this one.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike and hidden within the oozing filth.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here.
It's over there!
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep! We know what to do! We'll just use the Lumen Stone on the oozing concretion!
Don't blink!
Let the show begin. Let's dance. Oh, we finally managed to rescue it.
It should be the life form.
That light.
Wait, something dark is coming. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was purified?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time has passed. Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it is still a form of dangerous power. It might have lost its mind after being soaked in it for such a long time.
Oh no! But we still have tons of questions we need to ask.
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance.
Traveler!
It's okay. I trust your judgment.
Oh yeah! You said that the elemental power in the crystal was identical to theirs!
You want to use its power, but
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. I too would advise caution. It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intended use.
Don't understand! This no good, that no good. Save lives and fortunes.
Yes, I understand, but this is our only chance to return home. We cannot afford to be careless.
it's okay. There's no need to argue. I'll think of something to do about the elemental power that will be used. How about this? Traveler, you could try using it. I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge.
Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Lord of Dendro, and you others, how long have I been waiting here?
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Does that mean the apocalypse has come to an end? Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't seem to remember who you are.
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable. You once said that the apocalypse will be complete. Even you couldn't promise. However, you are definite.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a different form. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. But the moment I chose to go through with it is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord of Dendro. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand. As you can see, I won't last much longer.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but... Can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro Dragon. Thankfully, it appears to be in good condition. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro Dragon's Heart of Oasis operates. The Dendro Dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too long. It too is nearing the end of its power. However, if you are able to reactivate its Heart of Oasis using the Fire Seed, then the Dendro Dragon will begin to recover. And as a result, our homeland will return to the way it once was.
Oh, so the Heart of Oasis is a pet source of power.
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used the Fire Seed to save me?
Mm-hmm. Why? What's wrong?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. You didn't know. The Fire Seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It's very powerful, yet fragile at the same time. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any accidents, please don't use it again.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it. I assure you there's no need to worry.
All right. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro Dragon, the Fire Seed can also resonate with the Heart of Oasis. In other words, you will be able to find the Dendro Dragon by following the guidance of the Fire Seed. But you should hurry. There is little time to waste.
What about you?
Forget about me. You should hurry home now.
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be saved by the Lord of Dendro. Lord of Dendro, I thank you for coming to find me, and for being willing to save the Dendro Dragon. Our past has been saved, and our future has been ensured. It's enough for me, just knowing that they will return home.
Hey, wait! It turned into oozing filth.
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can still feel its elemental power. Please, of all of us, it deserves the chance to return home.
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original elemental form and is becoming one with the other family members. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and it's very happy right now.
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved. There is nothing more important than being together with family.
Let's go!
Home. It's not much further. I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. Hey, look! Something's over there!
We found it. A pep, the Dendro Dragon.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
A pep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Brewer. You are no different from Anand. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a moment?
Let go? For only a moment? Foolish Brewer, you will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the God of Wisdom cannot escape from. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey, don't leave!
Careful, something's coming.
Ah! What is that? Paimon's never seen death before!
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But they don't look anything like fungi.
External form not important. Inner nature say.
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours. In other words, they're residents of our homeland.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. Many of our family members never made it out of the Dendro Dragon. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive the apocalypse.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue you!
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily free them from their pain. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so. Everything else has been discarded in the process of adaptation.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Tavak? I see everything!
Solidify!
Nowhere to hide.
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength. They don't seem aggressive anymore.
They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. Their external form has become their shackles. It seems only the Fire Seed or Epep's Heart of Oasis can save them. But it'll be risky if we use the Fire Seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the fire seed again.
Everyone goes home, not just us.
This is becoming quite the dilemma.
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the Fire Seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like this. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become unstable. But as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand that during our travels. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience and try speaking to Epep again. After all, that giant Dendro Dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro. I will never forget your kindness.
Yes!
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa. It's shining now.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally, we can go home.
This is the last part. Let's go.
Enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Stabilize! Solidify! Order guide you!
Hey!
Is that all you've got?
Speed of light! With sword comes shadow. Incoming! Got lucky that time.
That's everything. On to the next.
For a punch, huh?
Could this be where the Dendro Dragon lives? Yeah, who knows what's inside that cave?
Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but to also enter the world inside of it. That will be impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with us.
But how are we gonna do that? It doesn't seem to want to help at all.
I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the world and its orders. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment of forbidden knowledge. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not let our differences get in the way.
Wonder if the Dendro Dragon's even willing to listen.
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. My people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for a chance to return home. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful? Please keep everyone safe. And send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the Traveler? Where'd he go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at different locations.
Well, then let's go have a look up ahead. Paimon's feeling really worried.
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't worry too.
Paimon knows that. It's just that Paimon isn't... let's hurry. He might be just up ahead. What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it! We still need to find the Traveler!
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed!
It shattered! It was even more unstable than...
But why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked into. And even if that's the case, there's no reason...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put the... If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all... Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida?
Don't worry, Paimon. Although my elemental power is slightly... So, all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. And I'll be able to do what the fire seed was supposed to.
You're gonna become the fire seed?
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but it still won't be anything compared to when I was in the desert. I might, however, become even smaller.
smaller.
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically, I'll return to how I was first born. I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything.
That's all right. None of that
No, wait! There has to be...
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some time.
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, if we knew this was...
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again.
No. The fire seed shattered, and Nikita's... she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally. We can go home.
Speed of light! Nowhere to hide. Incoming! No blink! Hey! Speed of light!
Thank you for accepting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Incoming! Don't blink!
Order guide
a name from now on. Seems like you
Their knowledge, memories, and emotion, the guardians that they will be born.
But that's different! They won't ever be the same.
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand. But as long as you can be healthy, Samara will be free from threat, as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs deep within me, destroying you and your people serves me no purpose. Be that as it may, my position still stands, and I will have nothing to do with you. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Heesh, who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world, and led us in a fight against the order established by the outsiders.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. The world itself was on the verge of collapse. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the losers must turn into ash. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, I was stopped by the giant spike that fell from the sky. Sand dunes arose where there was only forest, and it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was over.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His ambitions continue to grow, and he planned to establish a powerful kingdom in my domain. Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions under one condition. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge he came to accumulate would belong to me. At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, the world had irrevocably changed. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones, while others chose to flee after experiencing pain and agony. But for me, the scales and will of the Dragon King still shine bright in my heart, even to this day. I will follow it until the end of my time.
You really are insane.
When Alachmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed, and absorbed his elemental power. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze the knowledge he had accumulated. But even then, I still believed that his insanity was far greater than that of my own.
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final failsafe in his plan. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you, continue forward. I shall keep a watchful eye. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go? I wonder.
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out! Still in one piece, too!
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon of its illness has seemingly made it more open to reason.
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost their memories of their journey and their feelings for their homeland. Each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions that had built up over time.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Right! The hydrofungus left behind its family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh, yeah. Let's hurry and go take a look. How are we going to explain all the complicated things that happened?
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
They're still here! Have they really been waiting here all this time?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But it's gone home and won't be able to return for a very long time. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than anything else in the world. It's said that Newer is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Wow. This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again, someday.
you